In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a data sweep using Trueloader. And in this test case today, I've got two CSV files stored in an SFTP location containing 22 customers. And I'll be populating those to the Salesforce accounts object. So let's take a look at the two CSV files. I have account_1.csv, has 20 customers. And then I have account2.csv, and that has 2 customers. And in my Salesforce accounts, I don't have any records. So once the transformation is completed, I'll see 22 accounts being created here. Let's get started. And you go to Trueloader. So since by default, Trueloader will create a primary connection that's linked to your Salesforce org, I'm just going to create a new SFTP connection. So I'm going to go create a new connection and select Excel as the type. And I'm going to select SFTP for my example today. So I'm going to do a name, SFTP accounts. So I'm going to populate these fields here, and then I'll be back. All right, so I've blocked out some of these, but you need to make sure that each of these fields is populated. And that primary access folder is what's going to be used by Trueloader to actually access the data files that are stored in the SFTP location. So for this example, I'm going to use this remote site right here, and I already pasted it in right there. For the file name pattern, I'm just going to use a wildcard star. It's going to process all the data files in this folder. After processing, we're going to archive to a directory, and I'm going to use the archive directory right here. So now I'm going to choose a model file. So for that, what I can do is come over to my account_1.csv and just copy this first row. And it gives me all of the names for the columns, like customer number, customer name, contact last name, contact first name, all that stuff. And then I'm going to create a new file, which is just an empty file with just the header information. And after you create this, you're going to want to save it as with the name of model file. And I've already created one here that I'm going to use that's already been created with the same labels in each of the columns. So it's really important that all of your data files contain the same names in the first row as these right here, because it's going to reference those names as it imports those accounts. So I'm going to click here, and Trueloader is going to go and get all the files. And I'll just choose account_model.csv. And this tells the system that this is the schema file, and it's going to use that file to process all the data files. And I'll click submit. A new connection will be created. Now that the list of all the required connections is created, now I'm going to go straight and start building the transformation. So for that, I'm going to go and click on create a transformation. And on this screen, I need to select the source. This is going to be the source connection from where the source data will come. So I'm going to click SFTP accounts. It's going to process the model file. I'll provide the data set. So I'm going to click on this data set right here, and then click confirm down here in the bottom. And that automatically brings me all the data sets that are part of the source data sets. And now I can start configuring or mapping the destination. So in this case, it's just going to be one data set. I'm going to click on configure. And then I'll be able to see all the fields that are coming from the CSV from the model file. This is all the header information, which will be in the model file. And now I need to start doing the mapping to the destination. So for that, I need to select the primary connection as the connection, and then double click on accounts. So once I do that, I'll be able to see all the fields from the account object in Salesforce. So I can start mapping here. So the customer name will connect to name on the right. Customer number I can map to the account number. The phone I can match to the phone. Trueloader supports one-to-many and many-to-one mapping. So I can, for example, I can match address line to billing street and shipping street as well. And I can do the same for city and state. the postcode and the country as well. So once the mapping is completed, I just need to verify that all the fields that are required in the map are mapped over to the map. I'm going to select an operation to perform, and I'm going to choose Use All. This operation will create new records in the destination object, or you can also update those records in the destination object. And then I'll click Apply. Once it's done, it'll look like that. And I'm going to create a name for the transformation right here, and then click Save. So this transformation is ready. Now I'm going to simply deploy it. Once it's deployed, I just need to go to Manage Deployments, or I can schedule it. If I click on that, it'll just do a one-time run of the transformation. And if you go and check the log file, it'll show you that 22 records have been processed. Now if I come back over to my accounts and do a refresh, I can see that the 22 records are successfully created here and populated here. Trueloader is the best tool available for you to implement your Salesforce data integration requirements. If you need any help, please email support@trueloader.com. Thank you for watching.